Was kann man ihm Freunde und Leon? Herzlich willkommen zu einem neuen The House und Fata Morgana Let's Play. Wir sind heute vermutlich im 32. Let's Play angelangt und ja, Freunde, letztes Mal wurde revealed, was Maria für eine Oberschlampe ist, Digga. Also wirklich, wie kann man so eine fucking Hure sein? Ich hasse sie, Digga. Und ja, Freunde, fuckt sie mich ab, ey, wirklich. Guck mal, dieses dreckige Grinsen, wie dreckig sie guckt, es wirklich. Und wozu macht sie das wirklich? Ich glaube, sie macht es so zum Spaß, Digga, einfach so für die Goosebumps. Ich glaube, sie hat keinen größeren Plot, den sie damit machen will, sondern einfach so zum Spaß. Und ja, ich hasse sie einfach.
Their relationship is in complete shambles. And Jacob still insists he fucking loves her.
Das ist aber geil, wie sie so fucking sagt.
And the madam says she still believes in him. Seriously, how stupid can you be? Poor Jacob. Poor man. Now then, let's see where this boulder rolls to next. And how far it keeps rolling. Naturally, I will be nudging it along its way.
Boah, ich hoffe so, dass Jacopo merkt es und wird dann tötet sie oder so.
Because after all, a play lives or dies by the director's hand. Also sie ist wirklich so, die will so Director sein. Ja, und so.
Ja. Oh. Master. Master. Are you shocked?
Von dem Twist, ich würde sagen, bis jetzt war es so der least shocking Twist.
Ja.
Oder? Ich würde sagen, von Door 1 und 2 war immer shocking.
Ich fand den von 2 am krass.
Ja, ich würde sagen, von den Twists her. Und von der Door allgemein.
Ich mag Jacopo.
Ja, ich muss.
Also ich finde, also.
Lass zu Ende spielen.
Er wird halt manipuliert. So.
Ja, und lass zu Ende spielen, aber
ja.
Dann kann man überlegen, wie wir das einranken.
Oh, do you understand lament
instead?
Do you instead lament this development? Was? Englischunterricht, Freunde? Hier ist jemand high von Kogumi. Okay, Freunde. Lament, Klage?
Ja.
Und do you instead Klage? Das, also man ist so
klagen.
Man klagt über dieses Development so halt. Ich verstehe, okay. I was deeply sorrowful. Ja, aber warum machst du denn nichts? Ja. Though, to a lesser degree about Maria's true intentions and more, my shameful inability to recognize her machinations.
Okay, also sie hat es nicht erkannt.
Ja, aber
sie
als sie es dann erkannt hat, kann sie...
Trotzdem was machen.
Ja?
Ich weiß auch nicht.
Digga. At the time, I too believed that Maria was the white-haired girl, one and only ally. Ja, okay. Also wo hat sie die ganze Zeit hops genommen? It was not until everything had drawn to a close that I discovered the truth. Ja, okay.
Okay.
Das heißt aber auch am Ende, discovered we made the truth.
Ja.
Das heißt aber auch, wir discovern wahrscheinlich auch die Truth. Also, ja.
Wir haben die schon discovered.
Ja, aber ich meine jetzt white-haired girl, es sind wahrscheinlich wir als Meister.
So.
Das wird dann ergeben. Then I now know how the tale ends, you say? Ja, weißt du auch. Yes, that is correct. Spoiler bitte nicht. Well, aware that it was not the case, I told you the story in a way that suggested she was on the white-haired girl's side. Ja eben.
Ja, sie hat
wieder so
sich falsch erzählt.
Sie hat es wieder so erzählt, obwohl sie es wusste.
Ja.
Also die Person, die die Twists macht, ist es die Maid-Version einfach traut, wenn es uns falsch erzählt.
Ja.
Digga. Oh my, I wonder if that constitutes lying to you. Ja, Meister. Ja, du Schlampe. Ich mag dich nicht. Du guckst nur zu und bist eine Stalkerin und machst gar nichts.
Ja.
I merely wanted to present the events to you in order. Was für ein Order?
Es ist nicht mal ein Order. In Door 2 und 3 hatten wir 2 Sachen, die out of order geplaced wurden, um extra uns zu trauen. Von dem Twist her. Starting from the very beginning. Nein.
Starting from the beginning, when Maria's ill intentions were still veiled in shadow.
Aber ich hab sie gesasst.
I
Du kannst zurückgehen in das Let's Play. Suchst die Stelle raus.
I wanted you to know the same feeling of consternation I had experienced. Warum willst du uns das fühlen lassen? Wir wurden betrogen. Oh.
Yo, cooles Art, oder?
Cooles CG.
Warum CG?
So nennt man das. Warte.
Ja, Screenshot?
Ja, warte. Okay. Ganz kurz. Hier. Computer Graphic. Computer Generated Computer Graphics. In Visual Novels ist es halt so für Computer Graphics. Okay. Ja. Ah. Nein! Ups. Okay.
The white-haired girl continued to write letter after letter. They were all addressed to her dear husband, detailing her ever-present love, persistent love for him, and her desire for their relationship to return to what it had once been. My beloved. Jetzt sehen wir den Letter.
Ja, aber
Eine der Letter.
ja.
I'm sure your hands are quite full right now, but that is fine. It does not change my love for you. Do you remember the day we went out together? That was perhaps the most wonderful day of my life.
Ja, of this life.
True. I had a truly incredible time. Aber wir haben auch gesehen, sie hat so Fragments of Memories von den.
Ja, sie weint ja auch, ne? Sie hatte einmal sich kurz erinnert an irgendwas, dass sie used to imprisonment war.
I still treasure the gift you gave to me. For it is the one and only present I have received from you. That reminds me, Maria tried to teach me how to dance. I doubt I will ever progress beyond being laughably bad though. It would be nice if someday you and I could dance together. Perhaps when you have a little respite from work, we could go out again. Maybe take a carriage somewhere a little further away. Sorry.
Nee, ich weiß. Aufschub. That it was spied.
We could dine at a restaurant more to your liking. Although, I think the cuisine at the other restaurants was exquisite personally. Do I perhaps have an unrefined palate? Maria altered the letters before delivering them, however. Also hat so editiert.
Ja.
She changed the address from Jacobo to another man. My dear... und dann so... Jacob. Nein, das ist das gleiche Name fast. My dear... Heinrich. She would cut away the top of the page with Janoka's name on it and the space below write a different name. She could not have mimicked the white-haired girl's handwriting for the full length of a letter, but Maria could make a single name look adequately similar. It would be, after all, be quite difficult to notice minor discrepancies in such a small quantity of text. Aber was für sie denn in dem Text nochmal den Namen erwähnt? Jacobo? Ja.
Again! Another letter? Why does she keep writing this?
To the couple's eyes, the modified letters looked like professions of love for another man. The more she inscribed of her feelings for Jacob, the greater the turmoil grew within his heart.
Ja, weil sie dann immer mehr ändert, dass es halt mehr Liebe ist für so einen Random.
Yeah?
Ja.
Even though her love was directed towards him.
I can't believe what I'm reading. This is peak. A restaurant more to your liking? I knew it. You have been going out with other men. All the while pretending to be chaste in my presence. I still treasure the gift you gave to me. God's sake! You have to be fucking kidding! But I've ensured she can't leave that room. She'll never see this man again. In time she let go, and so will he. Ah, listen to me, resigning myself to the hope that everything will fix itself. How did I end up like this? Such a painful man I've become. A pitiful man I've become. Pity grew.
Huh. On the surface, Maria acted quite heartbroken at the sight of their suffering. But when she returned to her room, the walls echoed with her crackles. With her cackles, sorry. She derived a great deal of entertainment from the skirming.
Ja, eben Entertainment.
Yeah. The more they writhed in anguish, the deeper her satisfaction grew. Oh.
And both the white-haired girl and Jacopo continued to place their confidence in Maria, the one responsible for everything. The white-haired girl had never possessed a sense of distrust, and so she took everything Maria said as truth, continuing in her agony to write Jacopo letters. Letter after letter after letter.
My beloved, are you still tied up with your work? It's been some time since we last saw each other, so I know not what you have been doing of late. I only hope you remain in good health. I would, if possible, prefer to tell you everything in person, but I do not have the courage, so these letters are my only option. Am I adequately expressing my feelings, my love to you? If you have the time, I would appreciate a response.
You're never gonna get a response though. Not as long as I'm intercepting them. There's no way I'm allowing these or your love to get to him. Ist er vergrößert als ich? I could just stop reading them. It would certainly make things easier. But if I don't, my imagination will run wild, fantasizing about her writing to this other man and what she might be putting in her correspondence. I'd be better off knowing the truth than torturing myself with fantasy. It's the better option. Nee, the better option ist, du gehst zu ihr, riechst mal.
Ja.
Mann! Glaubt ihr ey?
Das ist so frustrating gerade.
Ja.
Jacopo accepted every letter Maria delivered without fail. He would merely nod as
Oh.
she accepted it, his face contorted in discomfort, and then pour over the next
Over
the
text.
Ja, ich kann nicht korrigieren wollen. When he was
Egal.
alone. I assume he did not want her to see his heart sinking into darkness. Had he put his trust in his wife rather than Maria, yeah? He would have almost certainly been able to realize the letters were directed at him, despite the altered recipient name. Als ob man aus den Text gar nichts, als ob es nicht irgendwie erwähnt, mit so dem Dance oder dem Garten oder irgendwas. Ne? Everything she wrote about everything that she wrote about. How could someone who had lived as isolated a life as her have so many identical experience with two distinct men? Why could he not find it himself to trust her? Find it in himself to trust her? Perhaps doubting her was simply easier. If you were in his position, would you trust her? Ja, ich will einfach mal talken.
Ja, aber er wurde anders manipuliert von Ding.
Yeah. Would you maintain faith in her, the woman who had waited so long? Would you believe the feelings she professed to you were genuine? She continued writing letters, day after day, week after week, without hiatus. Ja?
Nein,
Take
nicht.
notes. Ne, nenn hier keine Namen, aber.
Zum Beispiel, ohne Namen zu nennen,
Ja.
ein Typ,
Ne?
der
Sag mal nix.
zwischen zwei Sachen ein X hat.
Ja, ne, er hat auch health problems, kann man jetzt nicht. Na, egal. She had by and large run out of things to say, but that did not put an end to her letter writing. She simply repeated what she had written before.
Ja, Gedruck selber hat er gesagt, er will mehr.
Ja.
So.
Yeah. Nevertheless, they did not see one another in person. The red-haired girl, forbidden from leaving her shed, could only wait for her husband to pay her a visit. My beloved. Ja, aber sie könnte auch mal so schreiben, come visit me in the fucking shed! There's a little bit of fog out today. Weather like this reminds me of my home country. I was born on an island perpetually covered in a thick fog. I'm not saying I would like to return, but thinking about it does make me feel rather homesick. Does it happen to you? That reminds me, aside from that one time, you have not told me much of your homeland. It would be nice if we could pay it a visit together sometime. Speaking of which, before I left, an exhibition of some sort was held there. I was unable to attend, but perhaps you have had the chance when it was near you? I imagine you would have, with your interest in new technology. Next time you have a chance, I would enjoy hearing what they had on display.
An exhibition. Ah, that's right, there was one. It was a year ago. Got quite a bit of attention, since it was supposed to have been held in Paris. I was busy preparing for our wedding. I had no time to attend an exhibition. And while I was doing that, giving you, a woman I had never met before, my full attention. You were giving yours to a different man? Has this been going on for that long?
Had he simply stepped up and taken action, he could have put an end to the stream of letters, each of which gave rise to further misunderstanding. He needed merely ask the white-haired girl in person to whom the letters were addressed, whether that what they described were true and that the twisted thread of his confusion would all have been unraveled. Oh shit! But he made no such effort, relying instead on Maria to serve as his intermediary.
Ja, ich bin doch kein Vogel.
Ich bin keine Eule!
Ja.
I felt as though I have now at long last come to understand just what kind of man Jacob was. Achso, also jetzt. Aber warte, wer redet hier?
Ja, mate.
While he had a great deal of pride in his capabilities, he had far less confidence in himself as a person. If he would have had faith in himself, perhaps he could have put faith in his wife as well. Had his pride not been so twisted, perhaps he could not have been so afraid of being hurt. Indeed, he was afraid of being rejected by her, afraid to face a reality where his beloved partner scorned him, where the woman he loved laughed at him disdainfully,
Ja, das macht Maria.
where she and countless others mocked him.
Ah!
What?
Bange gewissen,
Oh.
ja.
The thought of it paralyzed him. The environment in which he had been raised played a significant part in his state of mind, I expect. Occasionally, the name on the letter would change. Maria was making the white girl out to be having affairs with multiple other men. She could never do any such thing, of course. You would never! But Jacob, thinking Maria to be his only ally, believed everything she said.
If I could figure out who this man is and where he resides, I could make him tell me every last detail about his relations with my wife. But what if that information went public as a result? If news of her infidelity fidelity spread. Sorry. And where to reach the Koska.
Then I'm finished. Oh. The fate of the
Bujaratis is in your hands, son. Oh. Jo.
Gesicht nicht.
So ein Anzug, aber
Ja.
das haben wir was von echten Person so gemalt ist.
Ja.
There's a limit to what we can accomplish on this tiny island. If we don't turn our attention outwards, we will wither away and die. And not just this family, this whole land will find itself famished and emaciated, defenseless against invasion as we waste away. I won't stand by and watch my homeland crumble. Sure, our methods may be crude and not always worthy of praise, but they produce undeniable results. The unfortunate thing is, the previous Cup of Amiglia was an incredible reticent man. Was zum Fick ist reticent?
Das ist ein Attack on Titan Soundtrack.
Zurückhaltend.
But I'm reticent, you and now you're reborn tonight. Okay.
Ja, reticent haben wir denken noch für retiren. Also zurückhaltend. It took all he had to merely preserve his small chunk of the world. A Minecraft chunk? But I'm not like that, and neither are you. The most I can do is lay the foundation, to make it easier for you to work, which means everything rests on your shoulders. Both the future of the Bucciarati family and the future of this country. It all falls on you. The marriage is happening too quickly. It would be madness not to hurry, given the circumstances. You should be well aware of that. We need the Bucciarati name climbing the social ladder in short order, or we're going to have everything ripped out from under us. If the woman isn't to your liking, you can find another one that is. She's only going to be your wife in name. But listen to me, son. You must not allow her to fool around. What are the most vital things to have in our society? Money, power, yes, those are important. But what matters most is respect. Respect.
Respect, man.
Respect, man.
And two for them.
Three for me and two for them. No one's going to follow a cup of Amiglia they can't respect. They'll try to undermine your authority. Once someone deems you weaker than them, courtesy goes out the window, and that's a judgment that's near impossible to overturn. Betrayal spreads like a fire through a forest. And once that flame's lit, the both of us come crashing down. You must not let anyone look down on you. You look down on me, you pity me!
Soll ich auch sagen.
You must not let anyone think you're the kind of man a woman can walk all over. If, by any chance, your fiancé is ever unfaithful to you, kill her before anyone finds out. Whew? Ja moin. Your place is above others. Climb to the top. Never be content with someone above you. And never forget the weight you carry on your shoulders. This is your responsibility.
Ja, wie fett der Text da steht.
The fate of the Bucciarati is in your hands. The fate rests on your shoulders. Kill anyone who stands in our way. Aim for the throne. Don't respect. Power.
Power.
The root of evil. Wir können das
Das ist
nochmal.
der Insight in Jacobus Mind.
I must keep intercepting her letters. Ja, das ist halt immer, was der Vater zu ihm gesagt hat und so alle Sachen auf einmal.
Ja. Oh, ich muss tun.
Ja. I must keep her locked up. I still have work to do. I cannot allow anyone to learn about how she's disgraced me. Kill her? That's how my old man says to handle it. That's the last resort. It's not... Not yet. Ah. God damn it. It's downright wrong. For me to even be having these feelings for someone. Fuck!
Master, your carriage is waiting outside.
Das heißt Mäte. Aber ja.
How are you coming along?
Also er will jetzt gleich das Haus verlassen, so. I guess. Coming along, oh, that's right. Also sein Kopf ist gar nicht clear. Ne? I had an inspection scheduled today. I'll be right out. Have him wait. Oder geht er jetzt immer zum White Girl?
Is something the matter? Master. You look a little hazy.
I'm fine.
If you're not feeling well, you should stay.
I said I'm fine! It's not your job to try and infer my condition.
Yes, sir.
Wie der Gegner von Vader. Respect, man, respect. Damn it, keep it under wraps. Act like normal. You can at least do that much. Damn you!
Take care on your trip, Master.
Yeah. Coachman? Ich glaube, das ist
der Coach.
Der Fahrer. Also, der fährt, meine ich jetzt. It's not the usual coachman. I also feel like I've seen him somewhere. Jetzt denkt er ist einer von diesen Typen, mit denen White Girl
Also
Safe.
Schizophrenie, Paranoia. Your fault.
What?
That we...
Hey, speak up. Oh nein. Wird angegriffen?
Ein Attentat. Die! Jacopo Bucciarati!
No, er wird, glaube ich, erstochen.
Oh!
Digga, Blut auf jeden Fall. Scheiße, nein.
Master! There's a knife in your stomach. Oh! Oh Gott! Someone, anyone!
Du musst nicht so nah ans Mic gehen, ne? Also dann wird's rausgeblockt vielleicht.
Na, scheiße, egal.
Ja, vielleicht, ich weiß nicht genau. Silence! Don't make a scene! Call a doctor!
Und gerade fucking den Bauch gestochen mit dem Dolch oder so. Don't make a scene! Ja.
Okay. Geil. Call a doctor.
Yes, sir!
Now I remember where I've seen him before.
Was vielleicht der Verkäufer?
That's right, I put his factory out of business. I needed it out of the picture to expand my own business. I guess he had a grudge about that. I should have been more careful. Blood flows with surprising abundance from a stab wound. Ich weiß, was Abundance heißt, aber irgendwie gerade nicht. Warte kurz. Abundanz. Fülle? Wealth, Fülle, Fullness, Plenty, glatt. Plenty, also wahrscheinlich so Überfluss, ne? Also ganz viel Blut. Ah! It's not stopping either. Son of a bitch! The world is going white. No way, Jacopo stirbt? Come on now. You have to be kidding.
I know very well.
Ist das Jacob? Weil es ist nicht dieses Weiße, ne?
Kind of. Ne, das musst du vorlesen mit, wie heißt der von Walking Dead?
Achso.
Seine Stimme. So. Mit der Szene mit Shane.
Oder? I know what kind of man you are.
Nee, also.
I know kind of man you are. Ah! Es ist mit Dale und Shane.
Ja.
Ja, warte. Warte. I know what kind of man you are. Das ist geil. Aber wer sagt das? You wouldn't hesitate to lead a blind man off a cliff. Huch? If it furthered your own goals. You make money off others' lives. You stand upon a mountain of corpses, Erwin, cackling at everyone below you. For a man like you, love comes as naturally as flying. Der war das Flying Natural? Natürlich. Ach so, eben deswegen.
Ja.
Ah, verstehe.
Nicht.
Guess what? You don't have any emotions. And you never have. You've always been this way. Seitdem geboren wurde, war er immer gleich. Hahaha.
Was war das aber?
Keine Ahnung. Es war auf jeden Fall nicht die Maid. Irgendjemand. Wahrscheinlich die Maria. Jacopo, I guess. My childhood was day after day of mockery. Oder, ja, wir werden gleich sehen. You're just a bunch of nobodies trying to pretend your name means anything. Yeah. They would say, sneering and glaring, Maria treated me as an equal. But she was the only one. I wanted to show them up. Ich frage mich, war Maria aber schon damals so eine Bitch? Ich glaube nicht.
Ne, für Flashback.
Ja.
Na, ach. Ist die Frage. Warum? Sorry. Ja.
Naja. I wanted to show them up. And to do that, I had to rise to the top. To be fly. Or at least high enough that I could laugh at them. My old man wasn't the only one who wanted that. I did too. I was good. I was alive. I had to make them acknowledge that I had value as a man who actually wants to go through life being laughed at. I had to make them recognize that what I did had value. And I needed neither love nor compassion to do it. Or that's what I thought.
What?
In the beginning, I only ever intended to use that woman. I simply needed her to build a name for myself. When she served her purpose, I could simply cast her aside. That's what I thought. Or rather, that's what I endeavored to make myself think. But deep down, I felt bad for her. I pitied this woman who was being made to marry a man she had never even met before. I'm sure what she really wanted was to have a regular marriage with someone she loved. But because her family wanted to cling to their name, she wasn't afforded that opportunity. I wanted to do something for her. It didn't have to be anything grand. I genuinely wanted it. The day of our wedding was when I first saw her. Her face, partially obscured behind the veil, was gorgeous. And crucially, she was smiling at me.
Das ist Screenshot? Muss nicht. Nur ein Vorschlag.
Ich dachte, wir sehen noch das ganze Fest. Mal schauen.
Vielleicht wollen sie mir ein bisschen mehr Screenshots machen, ist so cool.
Hä?
Vielleicht wollen sie ein bisschen mehr Screenshots machen, ist cool.
Ja, können wir.
Ja.
I had expected. Ja, so besonders CGs
Ja,
kann man machen.
ja, stimmt.
So wie das. I had expected to find only gloom and despondency in her eyes. But instead, she smiled. The moment I saw that smile, I wanted it to be a permanent part of my life. I truly did want to ensure she always had a smile on her face. Ja, dieser Effekt wie bei Steinscape, wenn er die Wordlines switcht. Is this my room? I'm alive? Damn it. I feel nauseous. What? What time is it? The world's a blur. Ich frage mich, ob es ein so Halbtraum ist oder so. Mal schauen. So hot. Yo.
You mustn't get up.
Vielleicht ist echt ein Dream, aber wer weiß.
The doctor said bacteria entered your body through the wound. Because of that, you have a very high fever.
What? What are you doing here?
I was told you had been badly wounded. But thankfully, it was not fatal.
How did you make it out of...
Pardon? Oh, sorry.
Was hast du gemacht?
Ich habe so hochgescrollt.
Ah, okay, so kann man es auch machen.
Ja.
Aber nicht nach unten, skippst du.
Ja, ja.
Oh, I see. Maria opened it.
Would you like some medicine to reduce the fever? It should help you feel better.
Yes. No. Stay by my side for a little longer.
Is there anything I can do for you? You can ask me anything.
My hand.
Your hand?
Could you hold my hand? If you don't want to, that's fine.
Like this? Wäre cool, wenn wir jetzt so eine Art bekommen.
Wahrscheinlich nicht. Oder, na gut. Your hand is quite cold. Sie ist schon eine Leiche.
It probably feels that way because of your fever.
Ah!
Aber du bist so ein Fever.
Aber,
Ah, du liegst da.
ah! Du wolltest heute vom Digga. So,
Yes.
I've done some regrettable things to you. Please forgive me. To tell you the truth, from the moment I first saw you, I felt like you were what I had been searching for my whole life. Love, if you'd like. I felt like I had finally found you. But I couldn't act around you the way I honestly felt.
You should get some sleep.
Could you keep holding my hand until I fall asleep?
Miro himself.
Yeah. If you don't want to, that's fine.
My hand is in yours.
Thank you.
You mate.
You appear to be quite delirious, Mass. Mass. Ich wollte zuerst delicious lesen. Yeah. Delirious, boah, keine Ahnung, so schlecht, also irgendwie schlecht. Was, Digga, das ist ein deutsches Wort, Digga. In Delirium.
Falsch geschrieben.
Das war ein I nach dem R, glaube ich. Noch ein I nach dem R. Ja. I-O-U-S.
Wahnvoll. Fantasieren, ja.
Okay. Ach so, oder Fantasien?
Ah, sie ist gar nicht da.
Ja, eben. Also ist es der Meister, oder wie?
Ich dachte mir schon, wie soll sie denn rauskommen aus der Chain? Check.
Da. Ja. Dann liest doch du, weil hier weiß halt gar nicht ist.
Those things you should be telling your wife, not me. Achso. Die Mate ist immer in den verborgenen Schatten.
Ja, und sie erzählt auch immer so, als wie er es halt wahrgenommen hat, der Meister, ne? Er hat wahrgenommen, dass es das Whitehead Girl ist. Und deswegen hat er auch so gesagt, es wäre das Whitehead Girl, ne? Du weißt. It was all a dream.
Wie du gesagt hast.
Of course it was. It wouldn't be that easy. Also auch, dass er gestochen wurde, oder was? And she would never come to my room. She's involved with other men. No. Jacopo, may I come in? Fick dich! I have,
Wenn sie die Wahrheit nicht rauskommt, will ich
I have another letter. Bitte, das ist diesmal eine reale, Digga.
Nein, niemals.
Fick dich, Maria. Oder?
Maria, bitch, Alter.
Freunde. She can't keep getting away with it.
She can't keep getting away with it.
He can't keep getting away with it!
Digga, wirklich, das ist... Digga, wirklich, kann man so abfucken, Digga. Ja, Freunde. An der Stelle würde ich sagen, sehr geile Folge, hat gebockt, Freunde. Lasst auf jeden Fall ein Like und Abonnement da. Und aktiviert auch gerne die Glocke, meine hart gekochten Rühreier. Und, was glaube ich da eigentlich? Da würde ich sagen, checkt andere Parts, Playlists, Videos und was weiß ich noch ab. Und Fata Morgana macht echt Spaß, Digga. Maria ist wirklich abfucken und she can't keep getting away with it, Digga. Sie ist so abfucken, wirklich. Und, die nervt wirklich. Naja, Freunde. Schreibt mir gerne in die Kommentare, wie ihr es so findet, die Door. Und dann würde ich sagen, Freunde, wiederschauen und... Ciao.